Hello, WVU Nation. Last night, the basketball season for 2021-2022 got underway, sorta. It was a charity game. The Mountaineers welcomed the Akron Zips. Akron seems to show up a lot. Possibly got something to do with Huggins. He coached at Akron for a while. Took him to the tournament. Um, Overall, things went well. They won by 15. Akron never led, not for a second. And West Virginia was only tied for 42 seconds, I think. So it was pretty dominating. A lot of questions about West Virginia's rebounding have been a concern this year with Derek Culver leaving. We got out rebounded. It's worrisome considering, the talent level in the Big 12 that Akron out rebounded us. But it seemed like the second half, Hugs just really wanted to get everybody in, get them a feel, and see how things were going. I think if it would have been a regular game and he would have kept the bigs in longer or, went to a bigger lineup, whatever, it probably would have been a different story. I'm not going to swear to it, but probably. This season, our biggest go-to is our guards. We got Sean McNeil coming back, Taz Sherman coming back. Those two are lethal. And, it's nice having two guys that can score like they can, because you got to figure every night, at least one of the two's probably going to put some points on the board for you, quite a few. And that's kind of the way it worked out. Taz had, I want to say 26, 28, something like that. And, he didn't play the majority of the game either. Sean McNeil had 10 points, free throws. Not good. And that's something that is concerning, because if you're not going to have huge rebounding guys and stuff like that, you really should have a good free throw shooting percentage. And, it wasn't great. It wasn't too bad. I can't remember exactly what it was. I want to say it was around 65, 70%, maybe. Comment below if you know the exact stats. Some people may be really interested in knowing exactly the numbers, but it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great either. And, going with a smaller lineup, your free throw shooting should be pretty good. After last night, I'm optimistic about this year's prospects, because, like I said, we got two guards, McNeil and Taz, they're solid. They're really solid. And then we still got some gamers too. We got Cottrell, who got hurt last year. Didn't see a lot of him. He made a couple threes last night. And we got Jalen, who I like him. He came in as a really highly regarded player, and I think he's going to live up to that. Jalen Bridges, and he's from West Virginia. I always pull for the in-state guys. I really love seeing guys in state who have opportunities to go somewhere else, stay in state. I, growing up as a young man, would have killed to have been good enough to go play for West Virginia, because I've loved West Virginia my whole life. I'm from West Virginia. I've lived, out of state a few times, a little bit from the military, and then I lived in Alabama for a while. I've lived in Virginia for a while. But, I love seeing the in-state guys do good and stay, in state. But that's about a wrap up. Like I said, they beat the Zips by like 15, so it was closer probably than it should have been, just because Hugs, wanted to get a look at a lot of the guys. He played 13 players, so that's a lot, And like the guys that started, I looked through all their numbers. They were pretty good. Like I said, Taz had 28, McNeil had 10. Gabe, I kind of have been hearing, Gabe's worked on his offensive game. I don't think he scored. I'm pretty sure he didn't. But, Gabe gives you so much on the floor: steals, hustle plays, rebounds. I love Gabe. I'm so glad Gabe came back, you know, for all of the, things that Derek did well. Um, Gabe, Gabe does a lot of things well. If that offense can come around this year, it will be a huge addition to his game and to the team. So I'll give you a little preview when before the next game, and throw some stats at you, and I'll see you then.